Hello, I'm Ross Constable and this is my Test It, Trust It series. So if you need protecting from a hazard in a workplace, you'd turn to PPE, wouldn't you? Well, sometimes there might be a better solution. In this video, I'll be discussing appropriate levels of PPE and certain situations where PPE isn't the right solution. First, let's talk about risk assessments. These are vital to ensure that hazards are properly identified and mitigated in a way to reduce, as far as possible, the hazards encountered in a workplace. Mitigations could fully eliminate the source of a hazard, put in extra layers of protection such as emergency stop controls or guards, or finally, as a last line of defence, PPE. Sometimes it may seem easiest to jump straight to PPE as a solution to a hazard. Take using the bandsaw as an example. Bandsaws have blades with serrated teeth that are designed to cut through things like wood and metal. It would make sense to provide the user of a bandsaw with protective gloves designed to resist cuts, right? Well, actually, this isn't the case. Cut-resistant gloves have high tensile yarns that, when contacting a moving blade, wouldn't snap. And that means it's likely that the user's hand would be pulled into the machine. This would likely make the injury worse. In the case of bandsaws and many power tools, often the right answer lies in other methods of protection, such as guards. It's important when carrying out risk assessments that any measures put in place don't themselves present additional hazards. So what about levels of protection? Ignoring price points, it would seem logical that providing the highest level of protection when selecting PPE would be the right move, but this may not be the case. For example, when selecting ear defenders, providing the highest level of protection may actually be too much. I'm going to use baggage handlers at airports as a scenario. Operators in this environment are constantly exposed to loud noises, and so ear protection is a must. However, they also need to stay wary of vehicles moving around them. Providing the highest protection might reduce sound levels so much that they may not actually hear an approaching vehicle. And so in this case, the highest protection would not be appropriate. PPE should always be selected so that it reduces the effects of a hazard to an appropriate level without introducing extra risks. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you found it useful. And please keep a lookout for the next post in my Test It, Trust It series.